up, guys? It is hi guys, it's I can't even do this because like I never do this. You know how people start their videos and they're like, hey guys, it's Mommy Tang, or there's like Martin Lewis and he's like, it's your boy Martin Lewis. Like people do that. I was like, why don't I ever say, hey guys, it's High Carb Hannah? I'm like, I've never said that before, right? Ever. It sounds so weird. Like, that was so weird. I don't know. Should I start my intros like that? Hey guys, it's High Carb Hannah. Like, that just sounds so stupid. I think I need a different tone or something, you know? I'll work on that later. Anyways, welcome back to another video. I feel like I haven't posted in forever and it's only been actually like a couple of days. So I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys, actually I went on Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr and asked you guys to ask me all of your weight loss questions again because I feel like these are the videos that help you guys the most. And I got like literally just on Instagram alone 120 questions. And what I'm noticing every time that I do this is most of the questions are the same and most of the problems that people have are the same. So I wanted to talk about this today because it's just bothering the crap out of me, right? So what I've noticed since I've been high carb vegan, plant-based, whatever you want to call it, is there's two kinds of people that come to this lifestyle. There's people that come to a whole foods plant-based lifestyle, they lose all their weight like in a few months and they're perfect and it was like super easy for them, right? And then there's people that struggle and struggle and struggle and they either maintain their weight and they're trying to lose, they gain weight, or they absolutely cannot lose weight no matter what they do. They cut out salt, they cut out all fats, they cut out flour, they cut out sugar, they cut out freaking everything, right? No processed foods, like everything, and they're so frustrated because they cannot lose weight. So this video is not for people who had a really easy time losing weight and like boom, it just happened for them, because there are people that happens for, and there actually is a reason that those people have an easy time losing weight, which I'll talk about in another video. But there are people who, you know, have never, you know, had an eating disorder. They don't have any type of disordered eating or weird past or anything like that, and they still cannot lose weight or they gain weight when they come to a plant-based diet. So that is what I want to talk about today, because it is 90% of the questions that I get, and I want to talk about how many calories you should be eating on a plant-based diet if you want to lose weight. For me personally, when I came to a plant-based diet, I gained 30 pounds, and I gained 30 pounds because I was not listening to my body. I was eating so much food. Everyone on YouTube at that time was saying like, the more you eat, the more you're gonna, you know, be able to do, and the less you're gonna weigh and the fitter you're gonna be, and like carbs won't make you fat, and like all this kind of stuff, right? So I was like, well, I can't get fat off of carbs, so I'm just gonna eat as much as I can, you know? And I would sit around and like be working on the computer or something. Looks like I'm naked. I'm not naked, you guys. I would be working on the computer and I would be like eating a bag of dried figs or something, and I could sit there and eat 2,000-3,000 calories worth of dried figs like in a sitting. I would have 1,500 calorie dinners that were just like plain white rice with like, you know, low sodium tomato sauce and some veggies or something, and I would have all these foods that were very healthy and whatever, but they weren't very satisfying to me. When I first started eating a starch-based diet and I started actually losing weight, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this more naturally. I'm just going to eat as much as I want and not like stuff myself and just eat a normal amount of food, which is why I think a lot of people that are over here and lose weight very easily do. Like, they don't have any really messed up relationship with food and they just kind of eat intuitively. But for some of us, like, we really do take it to another level, right? Like, we take it to an extreme where we're just like, well, I'm eating plant foods and plant foods are magical and like you can't gain weight off of them, and then people end up gaining 20, 30, 40 pounds, or they can't lose weight or whatever it is, and they have no idea why. So calories do matter. And if you have a very, very hard time losing weight, one thing that you can do is track your calories, because a lot of people will sit there and they'll actually be eating like 3,000, 3,500 calories in a day when they're sedentary and they don't do much and they don't need that many calories, but they're just eating out of boredom, or they're just eating huge portions because that's what they think that they need to eat, or whatever it is. I know that people are gonna say like, oh, Hannah, she's promoting calorie restriction now, which is total BS. Like, that is not what this is. This is being conscious of how many calories your body is burning and how many calories you are taking in, so that you can, you know, start on the path of losing weight. And this is a small deficit, like small. Like, I do not recommend losing more than a pound a week. I highly recommend every person that I ever have coached or that has ever been successful with my advice, I always say aim for half a pound a week, and they have always found success with it, and that is basically how I've lost the majority of my weight. But one thing that I want to say is trying to lose weight without tracking your calories or knowing how many calories you're taking in and how many calories you're burning, it's like trying to run a marathon without ever having a training plan, or like trying to save money without knowing how much money you make or how much money you need to spend every month on expenses. You know, like, it's not really gonna work. You know, it's kind of like playing the lottery. You know, you might lose a few pounds, but then you might gain those pounds back because you don't really know how you lost them or whatever it is. So I found this website, and I'm not affiliated with this website at all. It's just a free website that I found that you can easily put in like your data, like your height, your weight, your goals, your activity level, and it will come out and it will tell you exactly like what you need to do to lose weight, and it will tell you how much you need to eat to lose half a pound a week, a pound a week, whatever. So I feel like it's very, very helpful. So one of the comments that I got off Instagram is what I'm going to be using to show you guys in this calculator. She said, Hannah, I've been vegan for 4 years. I only recently discovered the high carb vegan past couple months, and since I started, I've gained 20 pounds, a lot for someone who's 5'1". I've started to consider restricting my calories because I am so frustrated gaining more weight. Can you help me? So here's the thing that happens to a lot of people. They'll come to this lifestyle, they'll, you know, eat 2,500, 3,000 calories a day, not really exercise because they're like, well, carbs can't make me fat, and they'll gain 20, 30 pounds, and then they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna start eating 1,400, 1,200 calories a day and get all this weight off because I'm so sick of this. You don't need to do that. That is calorie restriction in my head. Like, restricting 1,000 calories a day or more, like, that is not healthy. And what I'm gonna be showing you guys is how to create a small caloric deficit so that you can slowly lose weight, you know, 250 calories a day deficit or less, so that you can slowly lose weight and you don't have to go to these extremes of like eating 2,500 calories and gaining all this weight and then going to 1,200 calories and trying to lose it all. And I am not promoting eating disorders. This is just being conscious of how many calories you are eating on a daily basis, because so many of us, like I said, have a really screwed up relationship with food, and we will just be like sitting around eating food mindlessly because we think it can't make us fat and like all this kind of stuff.
So this is the website. It's called ultimateweightlosscalculator.net, I think. I'll put the link below though. One thing that I really like about it though is that you can change it from centimeters and kilograms to feet and inches and pounds. So if you're in different countries, you can change it to whatever suits you. But we're just going to put in some data here. So we're going to say this girl is female, obviously, age 20, 140 pounds in weight, and 5'1". So another thing that I really like about this is that it tells you the activity levels below. So you select whatever activity level you generally, you know, expend every single day, and there are different, there's an actual chart here that tells you like what every single different one is. So if you're sedentary, you know, you like barely move. Lightly active would be like something very, very light, 1 to 3 days per week, and maybe you have like a desk job. But I would say most high carb vegans that want to get serious or be serious about losing weight would probably fall in a moderately active category. So that is what we're going to use for this example today. So we're just going to select moderately active. So we'll select that. And then below there is, you can obviously like put in your intended caloric intake per day, how many days that you want to reach your goal. So say you want to lose like 10 pounds in 90 days, you can put that in there. You can put your goal BMI. There's lots of things that you can put in. You don't have to fill in all the categories though, but at the bottom it will show you a healthy weight range for your BMI. It will also show you what your daily caloric expenditure is, like if you're just laying in bed doing absolutely nothing, and then what it is with your selected daily activity level. So what I always suggest is people follow this half pound per week. So this girl would be able to eat 2,009 calories per day if she wanted to lose 10 pounds in 3 months and she was moderately active. You could go to like the 1 pound per week, you could select that and whatever, but the thing that you need to realize is if you try to restrict your calories too much and you try to go down to like this 2 pounds per week or more than that, you're literally just going to crash your metabolism. You might be able to lose weight really quickly, but it's going to be so hard to maintain it once you come off of that, and your metabolism is just going to be totally screwed.
So that is how I always recommend people lose weight on a plant-based diet. You can go from half a pound to a pound per week. And I honestly do think that it is helpful to track your calories when you first start. So when you first start this, try tracking your calories for like 2 weeks to a month. And what happens is your stomach will actually become used to eating that amount of food, and you'll get full off of that amount of food, and you'll be able to start intuitively eating off of the right amount of food for your body. Because a lot of times when we eat a lot of food, our stomachs stretch out and our receptors for satiation, all that kind of stuff get really, really messed up, and we don't actually need that much food. So try this out. Go to the website, plug in all your data. Like I said, do not try and lose more than half a pound to a pound per week at the absolute max. And you'll see that you can actually eat a lot of calories, like 2,000 calories a day, and still lose weight if you're, active and if you're getting exercise and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments below what other videos you'd like to see, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!